Today on Running to Him.
We should recognize and respond to the one who gives us life and guides our lives, spending time reflecting on what is happening to us through Him. We'll be reading through the book of Psalms for 6 months, and today we'll read Psalm 55 and concentrate on verses 17, 18, and 23. Psalm 55, 17, 18, and 23 from the Septuagint says, I cried aloud to God, and the Lord heard me. Evening and morning and midday I will set out in detail. I will report, and He will give ear to my voice. Cast your care upon the Lord, and He will continually sustain you. He will never give you a surging wave to the righteous one. Now I've chosen the Septuagint version of the Psalm for today's devotion because it's much more accurate than our standard English translations. And because of this, I need to explain a little bit about the Septuagint. In 220 BC, in Alexandria, Egypt, it became apparent that most of the Jews could not understand Hebrew, but rather understood Greek. The Septuagint was a translation that translated the Hebrew into Greek. The Septuagint was the prominent translation used by those Jews schooled in Greek during Jesus' time, and most Old Testament references in our English New Testament are quoted from the Septuagint. David relates some of the struggles that he experienced with those who are evil or desire to see him come to disaster in some way. He is expressing to God his innermost feelings. In verse 18, verse 17 in our English Bibles, he says that he sets out details that have occurred in the evening, the morning, and the midday. This gives us an exciting insight into the hours of prayer that David practiced. In the early church and in Judaism at the time, prayer was offered 5 or 6 times per day, and it began with the evening prayer at 6 p.m., and possibly a prayer at either 9 p.m. or midnight, and then 6 a.m. again, perhaps 9 a.m., noon, maybe 3 p.m., and then 6 p.m. There was a concentrated effort to spend time throughout the day speaking with God. Today, in our modern Christian walk, we barely have enough time for the morning and evening devotion. Many people do one or the other, many do neither. Notice that David lays out in detail that which is occurring in his life. He leaves nothing undone. He tells God everything that is occurring. And why should he do that 3 times a day? An efficient answer is that we might forget what is happening if we let things go for a more extended period of time. We need to spend time talking with God and less time ministering to our cell phones, TVs, and computers. Our focus should be on God's guidance in our lives, not what Google tells us in our searches. That's not to say computers are wrong and that we shouldn't use them, but we should recognize who gives us life and guides our lives, spending time laying out what is happening to us through Him.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.